Hey, y'all. Good day, good day. This is your girl, Tonetta, your social worker, as I'm coming in today being a social worker. So, like I said, definitely welcome to this video. And like I said, this video may trigger some, and it's definitely not a light topic at all. It's talking about the end of life care when it comes to your loved one passing away or in the process of passing away. I guess I put it that way. Or when somebody's diagnosed with a serious illness. I guess I say that as well. What I'll be talking to y'all about today is the difference between palliative care and hospice care, because it is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. So like I said, being a social worker, been a social worker for 20 plus years now. So like I said, I definitely want to start providing some more information on the topics that I'm facing just about every day when it comes to the clients that I work with. I had just to let you all know what I do. Well, I've done all types of things in social work from the beginning, working with the kids in foster care, that type of thing, from babies on up until death. I guess I put it that way because I've had several clients in the past several years pass away and that type of thing too. And one just recently, this past, 2 weeks, I guess I put it that way. And I'm faced with death now often, I guess I put it that way, in the role that I do as the caregiver support group facilitator. So like I said, and I also work with the family care team here in my position, like I said, to of course assist the clients that we have that are calling for wanting different information, wanting referrals, resources, that type of thing to help them better take care of their loved one. And their loved one is usually the one who has the illness, the serious illness, who is in the process, like I said, of their health is going down and they're needing resources to help take care of this person, whether it's respite, actually trying to call in an extra caregiver that can, of course, give baths and clean up the house and that type of thing. But like I said, also just resources and things in general when it comes to caregiving. So like I said, definitely let me go ahead and get into this. This is just going to be a little synopsis. It's not going to be the entire process about palliative care or hospice care, that type of thing. I will get into that in other videos this month of November, because like I said, it is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. So I will talk more about that. But like I said, I just want to give that little background before I get into this video, because I know that this is not a light topic. I know a lot of folks don't want to talk about death at all. A lot of folks don't plan for death. They plan for everything else. But of course, when it comes to our death, whether it's life insurance, resources needed, care needed in those types of things, people do not everybody, but there's many people that, as I talk to them all the time, and I've talked to them in the past, who are scared, and I understand, to, of course, plan for their own death. No one wants to think about it. But like I said, I'm bringing this information to you to help you make the best judgment for you and your family, your loved one that you're taking care of, and are for yourself too, because this isn't just for the person that you're caring for, but it's for all of us, including me. My mother had hospice care back when I was 21 years old. So like I said, I'll share some of that in this story as well. But like I said, I want to talk about this because I know this is an important topic. And I know I have family and friends out there who, of course, I know them. We met and all that type of stuff. We live together, all types of things. And I know this is a big topic that needs to be discussed amongst all, not just for my family and friends, but of course with everybody who looks at this particular video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I know y'all like, what in the world is palliative? Some folks may not even know what palliative care and hospice care is. They're both resources and types of care that you can receive, of course, from a hospice or palliative care community provider, I guess I put it that way. Your doctor does not provide this type of care. Your doctor can, of course, write the order for it, but your doctor does not provide this type of care. It usually goes through a local agency like a hospice agency or a palliative care agency. Some home health care agencies have palliative care and hospice now. They're all combined. So like I said, that's a good thing, because the one I came from in St. Louis had hospice care as well. So like I said, that's definitely a good thing to be a one-stop shop for your clients. But like I said, this type of care, it's extra care up on top of the care that you'll normally receive from your doctor. Just keep that in mind. This type of care, palliative care and hospice care, both come with extra staffing, I guess I could put it that way, like nurses, social workers, chaplains, all those types of things. Like I said, and caregivers, like I said, I'll get into that in another video, because I break each one of them down individually and give you all the resources and that type of thing that I've known and that I've seen and that I work with, that they help my clients and, of course, help my mom as well. I guess I put it that way. But palliative care, I'll start with that one first. I guess, well, actually how they differ. Palliative care, there's no eligibility criteria at all for palliative care. You just have to have to have a diagnosis, excuse me, a serious diagnosis, I guess I put it that way, when it comes to like something like heart disease or Alzheimer's disease, dementia, HIV and AIDS, or kidney disease, liver disease. And there's a lot more diseases that this cover. I didn't mention it all on here, but like I said, your doctor will definitely know and let you know if the referral can be made. But like I said, most diagnoses when it comes to conditions and illnesses and diseases, like I said, majority of those people can receive palliative care. Palliative care, like I said, there's no kind of eligibility criteria besides that. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, this is whenever you got first diagnosed. Say if you have cancer, you just got diagnosed, you can get palliative care today. It does not mean that you're dying today, anything like that. All of us are to begin with, but it does not mean that's happening today or the next few months at all. It just means that you need extra care to help you, of course, throughout this process. I guess I put it that way as well. Okay. And like I said, there's palliative care can be received in your home. Actually, both hospice and palliative care can both be received in your home, out at the clinic, the hospital, extended care facility. Depends on where you are in this process. I guess I put it that way as well. But like I said, as far as palliative care, it does provide symptom support and comfort care. And like I said, definitely just helping you with more treatments for the illness that you do have so that you can, of course, stay healthy and those types of things. Like I said, it's definitely helping you with the symptoms that you may have and that type of thing as well. I'm just trying to make sure I'm going to give you everything I can think of, okay? And like I said, definitely just making sure that you, of course, it provides social, emotional, and spiritual support to you and, of course, your family as well. Just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get into hospice, and I'll explain that a little bit more. So hospice care, it actually is a eligibility criteria for that, and that comes through your doctor as well for the referral, but that is usually referred to the hospice team when you have when you're in the terminal phase or the end of life of your illness. I guess I put it that way. Usually the life expectancy could be 6 months, but of course, like I said, there's some who have lived and been on a hospice for a year, 2 years, and taken off a hospice, actually, because I've seen that as well. But like I said, definitely usually what it is, if the doctor is giving the person 6 months or less to live, or about that time, could be a year as well, whichever the one it is. But like I said, that's what hospice care, that's the eligibility criteria for hospice. So just keep that in mind, y'all. And like I said, for hospice is different than palliative care. Like I said, palliative care provides symptom report, comfort care, and like I said, curative care, trying to make sure that you're still going to the doctor, getting the treatments that you need for whatever. I said cancer. We'll just use cancer for an example. That you're still getting the treatments for cancer and trying to, of course, help rid yourself of that disease. I guess I put it that way. They're still focused on that. But with hospice, there is no more seeking curative or treatment for your illness. I do want to say that because I know people are like, well, that's not fair. You shouldn't do this. But like I said, with hospice, it's a little bit different. It's definitely different from palliative care. Palliative care, you can get the treatment and the care once you're actually diagnosed. It could be 4 or 5 years before you pass, 10 years before you pass, whatever it is. You can receive palliative care at any point with the diagnosis that you have. But check with your doctor to make sure that your diagnosis is one of the diagnoses they say that you can receive palliative care with. But like I said, with hospice, when it comes to qualifying for that service and qualifying for that care from your doctor, just keep in mind that it's not you will not be seeking curative treatment, meaning that if you have cancer, there will not be no more chemo. You won't be, of course, having all these treatments and that type of thing going on. Hospice care is, of course, to make you comfortable in the end of life. I guess I put it that way. It's seeking comfort. It's focused on comfort. And like I said, I know that's definitely very hard for people to hear and to want to hear. My mother had hospice care. Don't remember exactly when, because this was back. She passed away back in 1998, and this is 2023. But I know she had hospice care. They used to come out there. Of course, like I said before, there's social workers, there's doctors, there's nutritionists, there's not financial advisors, Lord. There is, like I said, there's chaplains. There's home care aides that, of course, come out to assist your loved one, even if it's you, but they assist your loved one as well. And like I said, I remember when my mother was put on hospice. I was young. I was 20 years old, 21 years old. I kind of understood what they were saying with the cancer treatments and that type of thing, but I didn't understand exactly what the entire realm of hospice would be for my mom. I had no idea. I'm older now, so now I understand. But back then, I had no idea. I was still a kid or a young adult. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I know with hospice, there is no more treatments for cancer if you have an illness like that, or there's no more, I don't know, surgeries, all those types of things at all. Hospice is focused on comfort care. And like I said, they're providing all the resources that they can to keep you comfortable towards your end, I guess, while you're in the last stage of your illness, up until you do pass away. And like I said, I definitely just wanted to give y'all these little nuggets today. Like I said, I'll break them down more as we go throughout this month. But like I said, I definitely just want to give y'all that little synopsis about what hospice care is and what palliative care is. Again, palliative care, you don't have to have, there's no eligibility criteria as to what your life expectancy is. With hospice, there is. It's 6 months, about 6 months to a year or less, in order to receive those resources from that. And like I said, palliative care is focused on, of course, providing symptom support, providing comfort care, emotional, social, all those types of things as well. And also, you're still doing your curative care. Like I said, example, when you have cancer, you're still doing your chemo with palliative care. When it moves into the hospice care is when you're towards the end of life, and those cares or those treatments may not be working any longer because your body can't sustain them any longer. And that's when you move into hospice care. And that's when your doctor, or if you would, of course, transfer you to that type of care. Now, I keep saying your doctor because I know usually the order comes from your doctor. But you can, of course, I'm in Arizona, but some of the facilities and some of the community palliative care and the hospice agencies, you can call them directly and they can do the assessments to get you approved. But just keep in mind that your doctor 9 times out of 10 will not even provide this or even offer this as a resource to you. You have to know these resources in order to get these resources most times. I can't say that for every doctor, but I know in a lot of cases I've had for the last about 7-8 years, you have to ask for those resources because your doctor 9 times out of 10 will not just readily give them to you. And I do also want to let you know when it comes to care for yourself or for anyone that you're caring for, you have to advocate and speak up. Like I said, you can receive palliative care and hospice care. Yes, you can. But if your doctor's not mentioning it and you're not saying anything about it, then you won't receive those types of resources. And I know a lot of times people are so scared when they hear the word hospice and palliative care. I understand that. Trust me, I understand. Because no one wants to think about death or end of life or that type of thing, or somebody's going to be passing away. Nobody wants to think about that. But these are 2 resources that you and most people can receive for free from their insurance. If you have Medicare, Medicaid, and also, like I said, most private insurances cover palliative care. Some may have copays. I don't know. You have to talk to your insurance provider. But majority of the time, it is a free resource for both of these, palliative and hospice care. Like I said, people don't usually tell you that. I want to make sure you know this information so that you know how to provide care for your loved one, or also that you know what's out there when you need that care as well. And for those children under 21, Medicaid and children's health insurance programs will cover this hospice as well, and the palliative care. But like I said, you have to know these things in order to, of course, get the resources that you need for yourself and or your loved one. And like I said, I know this is just a general synopsis of this, or just a general overview. I will get into more in other videos, but like I said, definitely we have to keep in mind that no one can stop death at all. No one can. And at some point, we all may have illnesses. I can't say we all, but a lot of folks have illnesses, whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, AIDS, heart disease, whatever it is. A lot of folks do have health issues. Just keep in mind that whenever you're diagnosed, you can't receive palliative care. It's just extra folks that's working on your team besides your doctor that's going to help you get through this process and make sure that you're, of course, on track with your health, and make sure that you're getting the treatments that you deserve and that you qualify for and need. Like I said, I know I can say it's nothing to be afraid of, but it's just extra folks. It's a team of folks that's coming around you to support you. For both of these things, actually for palliative care and hospice care. It's a team of folks rallying around you or whoever the sick person is that have the illness or whatever's going on, rallying around that person and their families. I know I mentioned that before. They will provide resources, information, whether you need emotional support, want to talk to a chaplain, you need some financial information. I don't know how to take care of your finances. They can provide them resources to you as well. You have to speak up and speak out. And I know with my mom, when she received hospice care, I know, I don't, at the time, I think I spoke to the lady maybe once, but after her death, of course, up to a year after that, they will provide bereavement services for you. And like I said, I'll get more into that when I talk about hospice, but that's what my mom had as well. And for the family, it does help the family as well. Not just the person they're caring for, but the family as well, especially since they know that this is a hard situation to go through for anybody's death, but they're all trained to do so. Like I said, you have a team of about 5 to about 8 people, not including your doctor, but your doctor will be there too. But like I said, definitely helping you go on this journey as well. Trying to keep your health in order with the palliative care. Then when it comes to the hospice, when you're at the end of life and there's nothing that nobody can do anymore, that God has put his little wheel down and taken his way, I guess I put it that way, with your loved one or with yourself. Like I said, that's when hospice care comes in. And none of us can stop that. God has control over that. Nobody, if you believe in God, nobody can stop that. And I've been around people and with people when they've passed away at the hospital and different things like that as well. Been there at the end of life, going through the cares with different folks in my family and different friends as well. Yes, it's very scary. It's a lot. I guess I put it that way. And if I would have known about these, except for with my mom, like I said, my grandmother actually got the hospice care, I believe, at the hospital. I guess through the hospital or whatnot, or through the cancer center, one of the two. So she knew about it. I didn't know anything about it. Of course, I was still young. I know it now. I didn't know it then. But like I said, that was the best thing I thought that she could have received. And like I said, I definitely will talk more about these resources as this month goes on to make sure that you all are educated more about this. But I just want to give y'all, like I said, this general overview just to let you all know kind of what it is. And maybe if you have any questions, of course, make sure that you put them down in the comments so I can answer the questions as I go along doing more videos about these 2 types of care throughout the month. So I definitely want to make sure that y'all getting what you need. I have all this knowledge up here, all these resources, information. It may not be for everybody's state, but of course there's the similar kind of things in every state that you live in. I don't know anything about overseas, but I know about the U.S. I guess I put it that way. And these resources are kind of similar in general across the board. But like I said, definitely I hope that this video provide some type of insight for people, I guess I put it that way, especially if you're concerned about your loved one, don't know how to help treat them, don't know where to go for resources and information. Like I said, I could definitely share that information with you. If you need, just let me know. You can, like I said, put a comment on this video or just send me a DM. Either one is fine. But like I said, I just want to make sure that I provide this information so that you all can know what's out there and what you can use if you ever get put in this situation with a loved one and or with yourself. If you're able to speak and voice it, I guess I put it that way too. So like I said, I know this is not an easy topic at all. I deal with it a lot, but like I said, I know it's not an easy topic at all, but some of these things have to be talked about, y'all. And like I said, this may be triggering for some. If so, I'm sorry, but like I said, definitely click off the video or don't listen to the video anymore. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, these types of things have to be discussed if you want the best care for the person that's having the illness going on, whether it's yourself and or your loved one. So like I said, this is your girl Tonetta, your social worker here, coming to you with the social worker moment. Since this is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month, that's every November for social workers, I guess, because we always get the emails and we have to wear certain colors and stuff like that. So like I said, I definitely want to bring this information to y'all. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns or definitely feel free to put it in the comments. It's fine. But just keep in mind, I'll go more into these services and these types of care later on in another video. So with that, y'all, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Take care, y'all, and have a great one. And like I said, you may have to do some woosahs and try to calm your nerves after this video. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, it's definitely a heavy topic. So with that, y'all, take care and have a good one.